Good afternoon, beautiful person. Greetings from snowy Winnipeg, and I'm wearing my crown because it's still Purim, but I realize it kind of disappears behind my background. I'll put my hands up so you can see it just for a minute. Anyway, my name is Hadassah Vitar. I'm a life coach and a wellness advocate, and I help beautiful people like you create well-being. And why do I do this? I'm going to take it off. It's making me crazy. Why do I do this? Because my mother, who passed away at the age of 69, had this happen because of complications from her diabetes. And she never got to see my kids grow up. And it wasn't because she didn't know how to take care of herself, because of course she did, we all do. But she just had other priorities until it was too late. So that's why I'm here pretty much every day, except 7, talking about health and wellness and other things. But today, as I've mentioned to you earlier, I am doing the 14-day challenge for the 9th time. And today is the day of the anti-authority challenge. And in the anti-authority challenge, so this challenge, the 14-day challenge, I should back up and explain, it's from the Higdon group, and it's 14 days of going live every day. And on this day, which I guess is day 3, 4, I don't know, it's the anti-authority challenge. So people think that they can't go live because they have to be on authority. They can only talk about things that they really know about. But an absolute bedrock of doing good lives is what Ray Higdon calls ILT, Invest, Learn, Teach. And as you know, I spend a lot of time researching things and telling you about them. But in the anti-authority challenge, we're supposed to tell you about something about which we know absolutely nothing. And there's been, women talking about mustache care, men talking about mammograms. I'm not going to do anything as exciting as that, especially since it's a Friday afternoon and Shabbat will be coming in like an hour and a half. So I'm just going to do this. I hope you will enjoy it. So I'm going to talk about Pilates, which I have never done. My sister loves it, but I have actually never in my life done any Pilates, and I don't know really anything about it. So I think it fits the criterion. However, I did my research. I invested time. I did my research. I went to this obscure little website known as Google. You may have heard of it, Google. If you go there and you type in questions, you'll find things. It's amazing. How did we live without it? So I went and I Googled and I found a few websites about how to do Pilates at home. Because here in Winnipeg, we're just starting to open up. I think the Pilates studios may be able to open next week. But for now, if you want to do Pilates in Winnipeg, you're doing it at home. So I did some research. And I found, first of all, basically all you really need is a mat. That's really important. And because, if you think of Pilates, you think of especially the reformer kind, where you use these things that look like torture machines, like racks. You think they're going to extend you, but I guess they don't do that. I think it just gives you resistance. Anyway, most people don't have those at home. So basically, I found these websites with beautiful pictures and videos which tell you all about how to do it at home. Things like lying leg extension, side lying leg abduction. And I'm looking at these pictures, I'm thinking, I did that in yoga. So I'm guessing Pilates is a lot like yoga. And of course, I've watched Chalene Johnson, who is a rock star, talking about this thing that she developed, which is a combination of Pilates and yoga. What's it called? PO? Something like that. Anyway, she became extremely successful with that. But anyway, for those of us who are simpler people, it's interesting because looking at this website and talking about the benefits of Pilates, can help you get stronger, keeping your body safe, better core strength, stability, flexibility. Maybe I should do this. And then the basics for your home studio setup. So I'm just looking at this because, as you know, that's where we find stuff. It's interesting that you can do it with sliders. That's just so interesting. There are discs that you can place on your hand and feet to help mimic a Pilates reformer class at home. And then you can use these sliders to, I guess, for resistance. And it says if you don't have sliders, you can find other things. The point is to let your hands and feet glide smoothly across the floor when you do certain exercises like a plank, and the movement helps you create a resistance with your own body weight. This is so interesting. And then some Pilates classes use handheld weights. And so if you're at home, you might not have weights at home. Props, they suggest props like wine bottles or water bottles. And then there's a whole list of awesome videos and so on. So Pilates sounds really interesting, and I think I'm going to try it. I said I've heard of it before, but I really didn't know anything about it. And now I know some more because I did some research and I learned something. So I recommend you do that too. Now, if you want the list of the 3 websites that I found, which have all these awesome videos and so on for doing Pilates, then drop me a message and I will be happy to send them to you. And maybe we can do it together. How interesting would that be? That would be so much fun. So if you want to do Pilates with me, because I think I'm going to start doing these at home sometimes, drop me a message. Even if you don't want to do it with me, if you just want those 3 websites so that maybe you can do it yourself, then I'll be happy to hear from you. So you have a great day. Remember, I love you. Shabbat Shalom if you celebrate. Purim Sameach if you celebrate. And I'll talk to you again tomorrow evening.